Have you ever wondered what sound looks like? Take an image of an audio file and zoom in. Open it out, expand it until you can't expand it anymore. And what you're left with is a single line. A line that undulates, rising and falling over time across an axis. It can contain soaring peaks and deep troughs. It can hold resonant bass, complex harmonics, and piercing treble. But if you break it down, it's still just a line. A single line describing a vibration in space.
So, Elizabeth, can I call you Elizabeth? Do you have any questions?
My job is to follow that line.
You understand that if you consent, you will be liable for the full cost of the policy. What do you think, Elizabeth? Do you think you'd like to proceed? Yes. Are you sure? We really want you to be sure you're making the right decision. Yes.
Well, that sounds pretty conclusive to me.
Does seem to.
It's going to make it a bit tricky for her to say she never agreed to the contract now. Obviously, providing you can authenticate.
Do you always record your calls, Mr. Halford?
Oh, please, call me Jules. We're a small firm, but yeah, we do the whole training and quality purposes thing.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Do you think you'd like to proceed? Yes.
Do you hear that click?
Like to proceed? Yes.
Now, look at this. If I pull the playhead back and zoom in on the audio file, move closer, close enough that you can see the granular points in the line, the ones and the zeros. Scroll. There it is. Do you see that? The line jumps. It's small, but it jumps. So that there is the point two pieces of audio were joined together. That's the click you just heard.
Well, we haven't put anything together.
Your recording contains what we call a butt splice.
Sorry, what?
Two recordings stuck together so it sounds like Elizabeth said yes. But she didn't say yes, did she?
Well, thank you for your time.
Not a problem. I'll send you the full report with our invoice, but here's some advice I won't charge you for.
And what is that?
If you submit this audio file as evidence in a court of law, that click will send you to prison. Jules.
And 3 new messages. Received today at 10:15 a.m. Hi, Jess. It's Mum. I expect you're busy. So, made it through one night. They put me in a room on the 3rd floor. It's a lot bigger than I expected. What, empty. It'd be better when I fill it with my things, I suppose. I can't really imagine getting used to this place. But, I guess I'm going to have to. Please call me back, and I'll try you again in a bit. Okay. Bye, love. Received today at 10:37 a.m. Do you know, from my window I can see all the way to Evelyn Park.
Yeah?
Can I have a word?
Give us 2 minutes.
I've just had Julian Halford's lawyer on the phone.
Ah, yes. Jules.
I trusted you. I said don't meet the client directly.
He's a fraudster.
All he had to do was make the report and say that you couldn't authenticate.
Don't ask me to lie, Aoife.
We've had 3 contracts from that solicitor in the last 6 months. That might not seem important to you, but that's a stream that's dead to us now.
I'm sorry.
You're always asking me for work.
No. Have you got anything else now?
Why would I throw it your way?
Have you got anything?
I do have something. But to be honest, I think I might just give it to Jack Westlake.
Jack Westlake? What is it?
A woman found dead alone in her flat. Most likely accidental, but her mother's not so sure. And she's managed to get hold of a recording from a smart speaker.
And it needs what? Authenticating?
The mother's convinced she can hear things in the background.
Aoife, this is right up my street.
Yes, I know it is. But can I trust you?
Okay, look, I am sorry. It won't happen again.
We're trying to run a business here. I need you on side.
I am on side. I am. Please, Aoife.
This is the paperwork and the audio on an encrypted drive. See what you can do.
Great.
There's something else, Jess.
Yeah?
I want you to work with someone.
I work fine on my own.
She's called Maya. She's just joined us, and she's fresh out of uni. She could do with the grounding in audiology.
A trainee? Oh, Aoife. No.
Maya, can you come over here a minute? You'll like her. She's sharp, a really confident young woman.
Hi.
Maya, this is Jess, who I told you about. You'll be working with her for the next few weeks.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. But I'm sorry. No. Just no.
I can always call Jack.
Screw you, Aoife.
So?
Come on then, if you're coming.
Where are we going?
Audio Lab 1. It's unusual for Aoife to take someone straight out of uni. Why you?
I pestered her and it paid off.
You pestered her to work here. Why?
Well, there are only 3 forensic firms in the north I was prepared to work for. Veritas is one of them.
So where's your interest?
Microtraces and splatter analysis. I've always found audio a bit dry.
A bit dry.
No offence.
None taken.
Right.
Always touch in and out of the lab with your key card any time you enter or leave. We're scrupulous with evidence here, so everything is transferred on encrypted drives. Once it's transferred to the machines, the drives are stored in the safe and nothing goes near the internet. You got it?
Got it.
Good. As we run through the audio, I'm going to dictate notes. Feel free to ask questions, but if I don't respond, don't pester. Most important, do not break my flow when I'm working.
Understood.
Okay. Case LC 0210 2506 21 1341. Present. Jess Carter. Maya?
Graham.
Maya Graham. Exhibit is a 16-bit 24K mono-WAV file.
Is this the dead woman? Aoife mentioned it.
Yes, the dead woman, Laura Cornell. She was found alone in her flat with a head injury. Police suspect it was an accident.
And the audio?
They're pretty confident this is a recording of her last moments. The metadata ties up. I'm going to run the audio, log it, and see what we can clean up. You're taking notes, right?
Yes.
Running.
Music?
That's in the room. Sounds like it's right next to the mic.
Where's the recording from?
A smart speaker. A Xeon.
Why was it recording?
They record any time they hear the wake word. In this case, Xeon.
So what triggered it? No one's talking to it.
They often get triggered by other sounds. Seems we got lucky. Probably something in the music that sounded like the wake word. That'll be it. Make a timing mark at offset 11.40 seconds. Record scratch. Sounds like the music was on a turntable. .75 seconds. Impacts, possibly a body falling onto floorboards.
They could have hit the turntable and not the needle.
Okay, Merv, don't get...
Maya.
Okay, Maya, don't get ahead of yourself. What are those bangs?
Could they be coming from outside?
I don't think so. They have the reverb of the room. Record scratch. Body falling.
Could they maybe...
Can you just... 16.05. 7 unidentified impacts. Hollow metallic bangs. Oh, we'll come back to them.
Do you think that maybe...
Hold on.
Is there a problem, me being here?
No, it's fine. I just prefer working by myself. No offence. 21.60 passing car. 25.15 lift. Yeah. Lift down the corridor.
Laura? Laura? Jess? Do you have a passkey? There's something going on in Laura's. I think she might be hurt.
She was alone in there.
Seems like it. Okay. I'm going to listen to those 7 hollow impacts at 16.05 and see what we can hear with processing.
Wait, what is that? It sounds like whispering.
What is that? Hold on, I'm going to cut the bottom and boost the HF.
Shit. She's dying. Oh, God. We're listening to a woman's last breaths.
Laura. Her name is Laura.
Jess, mind if I walk with you?
It's a free country.
Did the clean-up show anything?
I don't know that there's anything to find.
Well, her mother has been in touch.
What about?
She wants to meet.
No. Really? Can't you put her off?
We are a client-focused company, Jess. If Natalie wants a meeting, she'll get a meeting.
What does she want to talk about?
She's a grieving mother. She wants to tell you about her dead daughter.
And you're going to bill her?
Well, yeah, obviously.
She's wasting her money.
3 tomorrow, okay? At Veritas.
Absolutely, no problem.
How is Maya getting on?
Okay.
Give her a chance. She's smart. She's quick.
That's not the problem. Problem is she has no idea when to shut up.
She enjoyed the session with you this afternoon.
Said that, did she?
No. But we were all young once, Jess. You were lucky enough to have Neil Ford showing you the ropes.
Yeah, well, I didn't endlessly offer me opinion.
I'm not sure Neil would agree. Bring her to the meeting. Perhaps you can demonstrate your excellent client-facing skills.
Sure.
Is there nothing else you can tell me?
I'm not sure there's anything we can add to what's in the report. Sometimes there's very little to find.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Everyone is telling me it was an accident. It wasn't an accident. Those bangs. I'm not imagining those bangs. If she fell, she's lying on the floor unconscious, then what is that? What is making those sounds?
I couldn't say.
Well, there was obviously someone else in that room.
Who do you think might have been there?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea what was going on in her life.
You weren't in touch?
Not constantly.
Have you spoken recently?
It'd been a while.
But then why do you think something was going on with her?
To be honest, Laura was a bit of a nightmare. She was hard work. I'm not the only one who thinks that. She had a special gift for alienating people. Probably why she was such a loner.
I know family can be difficult.
Yes, they can. You don't choose your kids. You love them, but you don't always like them. I don't think we ever really understood each other. So we drifted. When she did call, sometimes it seemed easier to not pick up the phone.
It's easy to drift.
Well, regardless, I don't believe it. Whatever was going on with her, I don't believe she just died like that. There was someone else there.
What do you want from us, Mrs. Cornell?
I want you to find out what really happened.
I mean, Aoife said something about making an example recording.
An exemplar.
Yes, what is that?
Well, an exemplar is a recording made for comparison. We recreate the conditions of the recording. Same devices, same location. But, Mrs. Cornell, to be honest, I'm not sure it would be a great help.
Why not?
We don't usually do an exemplar in a case like this. For one thing, it's unlikely to give you the answers you're looking for. For another, well, it's expensive. I would take a day or two to think about it.
I don't need to think about it. Can you make it happen, please?
Well, we can have Aoife give you a quote.
Thanks. I'll speak to her myself.
Why is she so convinced someone's there?
I think what really terrifies her is that no one was. .3 metres by 7.2 metres. Bare painted walls, floorboards, one window on the south-facing wall, one door in the east wall. Sounds slap wall to wall. Not many possessions to dampen it. A turntable and some records. Mattress on the floor. I'm not surprised she filled the room with music.
Hi.
Hiya.
So, where did they find her?
Here, in front of the fireplace.
Right.
Police believe the contusion on her temple was most likely caused by her having struck the sharp corner of the mantelpiece.
What's with the speakers?
Monitoring. We need to listen back to the evidence recording for comparison. Can you take notes?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Running from 10 seconds. Proximity to the xeon. The sound consistent with a soft but heavy object impacting on these floorboards. I think we can be confident that is Laura's body falling to the ground. Continuing.
So now what?
Now we try and work out what made those sounds.
Sorry.
The impacts have a metallic quality.
The table legs?
Hit them?
What? What with?
I don't know. Find something. Just bang it with your shoe. Frequency response, not even close. It's deeper, more resonant, and judging by the acoustic, closer to the xeon. Do you want to turn that off?
Yeah, sorry.
The radiator, hit that. Possibly. Okay, run from 14 seconds. Bang it again, harder. Running from 14 seconds. Spectral analysis correlates, it matches possibly the radiator.
But what's striking it? I don't understand. If she's alone, but...
Okay, what do we know? We know that at that point Laura was in that corner of the room. Look, here, at the photograph.
What?
Look at where she was found. Here. Her shoes have hard soles. Well, she was convulsing. It's Laura. Her foot is banging the radiator.
Jesus.
Can you take over on the monitoring?
Oh, how long do you think we'll be here?
If there's somewhere else you'd rather be, I'm really happy by myself.
Of course not. That's the lift.
Run from 22 seconds. Wait.
What?
Run the exemplar. Stop. Now, run the exhibit from 22 seconds. Hear that? They're not the same. It's brighter in the evidence recording.
What does that mean?
If you want to kill sound, you put something in front of it.
Yes.
We can still hear the lift, but it's muted, so there's something in between the lift and the Xeon today that wasn't there on the 17th.
The front door?
But we know the door was closed.
Do we know the door was closed?
Don't we?
Hello?
Who's that?
There's someone in there.
Can you go and see who that is, Maya?
Can we help you?
Are you supposed to be here?
We're forensics. Who are you?
I'm Dylan. I live next door. So you're here about Laura?
That's right.
It's so awful. That poor girl.
You're the voice outside the door.
That's right.
So you discovered Laura's body?
Yeah. Well, the caretaker was with me, but yes.
I'm sorry.
So what's the equipment for?
We're trying to figure out what happened.
I see.
Can I ask, Dylan, on that night when you approached Laura's room, was the door closed?
Sorry?
The door. Was it closed when you arrived?
Well, yeah, of course. Can't you hear me knocking on the door in the recording?
Yes. Laura falls. We hear the lift, and it sounds like the door's open, but a few seconds later, you come down the corridor outside and the door is closed.
Well, it was, yeah. I had to call for the passkey.
Was there anyone else on the stairs?
Not that I saw.
Maya, can you run the evidence recording from 14 seconds?
What are you doing?
Imagine there was someone else in this room.
Running from 14 seconds.
That's Laura on the floor, here by the radiator. And there's the lift. The door is open. And imagine I walk like this, slowly and softly, so I can't be heard, over to the door. Turn it right up, Maya, loud as it'll go. This has got to be when the door is closed. Listen. Bingo. Pause it there.
What was that?
Was that the door closing?
It was. It's a latch hitting its keep. There's always a click. Take it back 2 seconds. Lower volume. This unknown person walks to the door, goes through, closes it behind them, and they're right behind that door.
Laura? Laura?
Well, Dylan?
She drove me crazy.
What happened?
It's not even music. I asked her politely. I was always polite. And then I begged her. She stopped responding to me messages, blocked my number. That night, it was really bad. I think she was on something. And that music had been playing all evening. It was deafening. She didn't want to know. She tried to slam the door in my face, but I pushed my way in. I just wanted to turn it off. But when I reached for it, she was so angry, she ran at me. I stepped back, and she was so out of it. She tripped and... She must have hit her head on the way down. I didn't hurt her. I swear.
I understand this can't be easy to hear.
What happened then?
He realised what he'd done, so he crept out, carefully shut the door and pretended to find her.
We've passed the recording on to the police. I understand they've taken Dylan Bell into custody.
I don't know what to say.
I know it may not be the answer you're looking for, but I suppose now you know.
good to get out of there.
Rain seems to be getting worse.
She'll never forgive herself.
No point in looking back.
Do you need help with the report?
I'll do it tomorrow. When can you type up your notes?
Not tonight. I have to unpack. I've just moved and my life is a pile of boxes.
Okay.
I've actually just moved in with my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, the text messages.
Yeah. Yeah, I should really go home. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah. I'll see ya.
Bye.
Today at 10:37 a.m.
Do you know, from my window I can see all the way to Evelyn Park. We spent so much time there when you were young. Oh, it's weird, Jess. Lots of memories. Not all of them nice. Well, you know. But it feels like the past is very present here. Old places. Old faces. Anyway, well, you know. But it feels like the past is very present here. Old places. Old faces.
Old faces. What does that mean? Who have you seen, Mum? Who's coming back?
Exemplar was written by Ben and Max Ringham, with Dan Rabalato. Jess was played by Gina McKee, Maya by Siobhan Marks, Aoife by Fenella Woolgar, Judith by Barbara Martin, Jules and Dylan by Don Gillet, and Natalie Cornell by Chetna Pandya. Original music was by Ben and Max Ringham, with sound design by Lucinda Mason-Brown and David Chilton. The directors were Polly Thomas and Jade Lewis. It was a reduced listening production for BBC Radio 4.
I've got long, bad times, but I'm not going to let them get to me. They're after me. I wanted to say goodbye, in case I don't get the chance.
Morning, boss.
It's tucking it down out there.
Yeah.
Any messages?
2 phone messages, one from Biker Sounds, but they say they'll email, and one from Marcus with an expenses query.
There's nothing from your mum?
Your mum? No.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Maya.
Morning, Aoife.
Check your inbox. There's a project for you. Top priority.
What's the job?
It's checking a transcription. You said you wanted extra work, Jess?
What is it?
It's the record of a disputed arbitration meeting. I need it by 3 tomorrow.
Kill me now.
Are you expecting a call from your mum?
It's about the house. I just need her okay on something.
What sort of something?
I found a buyer.
Oh, well, that's good.
But well, it's a developer. He doesn't want to live in it. He wants to knock it down and build something else.
So?
But she lived there for 50 years.
Change, maybe.
Sure, maybe.
You sure you're okay?
Yes, fine. I just need a bit of space, okay, Maya?
Okay, but,
What?
well, Aoife's project, the transcription thing.
What about it?
She said it was urgent, so shouldn't we...
You'd better get on with it then.
What?
You can use one of the audio labs next door.
Wait a second.
There are transcription reports I did last year and the SOPs on the shared drive. Standard operating procedures. Let's check in this afternoon.
But I haven't had any training.
You'll figure it out.
And if I have any questions...
They're after me. I wanted to say goodbye, in case I don't get the chance.
So what do we make of this, lads and lasses?
I presume Neil sent it to all of us. Is this some sort of joke?
Morning, compadres. I'm sure this is nothing sinister, but it would be good to know as soon as someone hears from me.
Far be it for me to contradict the mighty John Wesley, but how is this not sinister? They're after me. At all, which was speculative at best.
Convenient.
So, no, not convenient. Perfect in a way to scope out possible economies.
Mind if I come in?
Oh, sure.
Just wanted to see how you're settling in.
Yeah, it's good. Just getting the hang of stuff.
Because if you have any questions, please don't hesitate.
I will, thanks.
Jess is brilliant, of course she is. But she can be... what's the word?
Rude?
Your word, not mine.
No, she's all right, really. She likes to do things her way, and I get that.
Good, because I don't want her dumping bits of the job on you that she doesn't like.
She isn't.
Because we're lucky to have you.
Really? Thanks.
It's so important that the criminal justice system has input from, you know, a broad cross-section of the population.
Right.
To bring, you know, other perspectives, the word from the street, you know, bringing in an urban,
okay,
diverse and...
please.
Right. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Ta.
And do stress the urgency of that transcription project.
Will do.
One of our biggest legal clients.
Yep,
so...
on it.
Thanks, Maya.
Hi, this is Ellie. I'm obviously doing something way more exciting than talking to you, so voicemail me, losers.
Hi, Ellie. It's Jess. Blast from the past, I know. Look, I just wondered if you'd heard from Neil. He left an odd message for a few of the old gang. If you have, would you give me a bell on me home line, please? Thanks, cheers.
There. After me. After me. After me.
Maya?
Yeah.
You making tea?
Coffee, but if you want tea.
Oh, yeah, thanks. White, no sugar.
Sure thing, boss.
And pull the door to. Yeah, Mum, it's me again. Can you get back to me about the house as soon as possible? Thanks.
I haven't got long. Bad times.
Oh.
But I'm not going to let them get me.
Hello. Yes, I need to speak to Dr. Rajesh Warner in cancer care, please.
Yeah, I'm bringing the urban, apparently. No word of a lie, she said that. God, some white women, you know what I'm saying? No, it's all right, as far as it goes. Jess is even grumpier than usual. Something's going on. No, I'm making tea. Since always. Yes, I do. All right, it's for her. She asked me. I do not. Well, it's just a cup of tea. Yeah, I'll see you later, babe.
If you think it might be cancer or cancerous, obviously I'd want to know. Oh, hang on a minute. There's someone here. Yep. Yeah.
Your tea.
Look, I'll send everything through. Maybe we can talk tomorrow. Thanks, Dr. Warner. Bye. Haven't you heard of knocking? Don't millennials knock anymore? Is that a thing now?
Sorry, I didn't realise you were busy.
Just knock in the future, okay?
I'm sorry.
Leave the tea.
What? Oh, yeah.
Bad times. But I'm not going to let wanted to say goodbye, in case I don't get the chance.
Well, what about the Galaxy shipping contract?
You provided no evidence.
This is driving me mad.
Oh, what is?
We've been sent this voicemail. You're not busy, are you?
Oh, well, I'm just working on
There's something off about it, but I don't know what it is.
So, who is it?
Neil.
Neil being...
Neil Ford.
I don't know a Neil.
Neil started this company.
Oh, okay.
You've heard of Neil?
You know I've been here like a week.
Neil Ford?
No matter how many times you say Neil Ford, I still wouldn't have heard of him.
He started Veritas. He was my mentor. Anyway, we haven't spoken for 6 years, and then this, out of the blue.
What's the message?
He says he's in danger. He's got people after him.
Jesus.
But there's something off about it.
Well, duh.
Not the words, something else.
Something in the background?
I can't put my finger on it.
Well, let's hear it.
Sure.
I haven't got long. Bad times. But I'm not going to let them get me. They're after me. I wanted to say goodbye, in case I don't get the chance.
You see?
That is odd.
Yes, but how?
He's scared. Someone's after him. He's on the run.
Yes.
But he doesn't sound scared. He just sounds sort of resigned, or almost relaxed.
I think you're right.
Who relaxes when someone wants to kill them?
Quick thought. Has anyone tried cleaning up with our rec suite? I don't have access here, but you guys might.
I'm guessing the glitches mask anything behind, and there won't be much to find. But I might do an hour on this tonight. Shall we check in tomorrow morning? Okay? Probably around 8. Night, guys.
Good afternoon. This is a message for Jessica Carter from Tyneside Community Builders. We'd like to conduct a land survey with your permission. Lunchtime tomorrow Tuesday. Please call us back to confirm. Thank you.
Hey, stranger. It's Ellie. Long time no gossip. Intriguing message. Sounds like typical Neil. Takes an expert to mess up audio that badly. But no, not heard from him. That's the news from Hendon Beach. Ciao for now.
They're after me. I wanted to say goodbye, in case I don't get the chance. I haven't got long. Bad times. But I'm not going to let them get me. They're after me. I wanted to say goodbye, in case I don't get the chance. I haven't got long. Bad times. But I'm not going to let them get me. But I'm not going to let them get me. I let them get me.
Hi, it's Jess. Leave me a message. Jessica, it's Mum. I'm sorry I didn't get back sooner. Golden House has thrown a bit of a party, if you can imagine such a thing.
Hiya, Mum. It's me, I'm here.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
I was just saying.
Yes, I heard. A party.
It's Mary's birthday. Mary on the 2nd floor.
So you got me a message about the house?
Yes, I did.
I know it'll be hard, but don't you think it's for the best?
Hard? Why will it be hard?
I just thought, you know, memories.
No. Let them bulldoze away. Good riddance.
If that's what you want.
I thought you were supposed to be a scientist or something. Look at me being the rational one. Typical scientist, rubbish at emotion.
Yeah. Well, I'm meeting the surveyor tomorrow.
Good for you.
Talk tomorrow evening, perhaps.
Tuesday's bridge night, darling. Can we make it Wednesday?
Okay. Call me whenever.
Will do, sweetheart. Bye then.
Bye. Typical scientist. Wait a minute.
Hi, stranger. It's Ellie. Long time no gossip. Intriguing message.
Morning, Maya.
All right, boss? God, you look knackered.
This is what 2 hours sleep will do to you.
2 hours? You should go home.
Too much on. What have you got for us?
Oh, a draft of the transcript report? I emailed you a copy last night. We have a chance to QA what I've done.
I'm sure it's fine. Anything else?
Yeah.
What?
Well, Dr. Warner called from the Freeman, the cancer care department.
Brilliant.
Is it? Do you want me to go?
No, stay. Dr. Warner. Yeah, it's Jess. Oh, thank you, I really appreciate that. Oh, understood. I've got a pen. Sorry. Thanks. Can you just spell that? O-E-S-O-P-A. Okay. Gotcha. Cancerous tumours. Right. Not a clinical diagnosis, I get you. Why, better to know than not. Thank you, Doctor. Bye.
Jess, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do?
Cup of tea?
I mean, don't you want to, I don't know, go home, talk to someone, get a hug?
A hug?
Jess, my mum had it too, so I do know a bit about it.
About what?
Cancer.
I'm sorry, you have completely lost me.
Your diagnosis?
What?
The phone call.
Oh, it's not me.
What?
You thought that was me.
Well,
Why would it be me?
Well, why wouldn't
because
it be you?
It isn't.
Who is it then?
It's Neil.
Neil?
Yeah.
I'm lost.
There's something in his voice.
What sort of something?
We once had a guy recorded making nuisance calls. Dr. Warner diagnosed a lung condition from the guy's breathing, and we tracked the guy down at the treatment centre. I thought he might do the same trick with Neil, and he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you probably don't need that hug then?
Let's take a rain check on that.
Okay. Oh, before you go... no, but Jess...
Oh, good. Is that the transcription report?
Aoife.
Can I take a look?
Thing is, Jess hasn't had a...
Hasn't what?
She's asked me to check over it before we submit it.
May I?
It's just a draft.
Understood.
Obviously, it will probably change.
Sure.
She's had a lot on, so... So if it's not quite there yet, then...
I mean, Jess can be a pain in the arse, pardon my French, but bloody hell she's good.
Oh.
I'll take it as it is, no need to fancy it up. Look, Maya, about what I said yesterday.
Oh, it's all right.
I hope I didn't cross a line.
You didn't?
I didn't mean to cause offence.
None taken.
Only we're going for a diversity award.
Oh, please, just stop talking.
Maya?
I have news. Hi, Aoife.
Great work, Jess. Thank you. Immaculate. I appreciate you going the extra mile, really.
I've not done anything.
Modesty. Oh, well, I'll let you get on. See you later.
I have news.
You do?
There are power lines above Ellie Mercer's house.
No, nothing.
My old friend, Ellie, she's got power lines over her house.
Still nothing.
Do you have a car?
A car? Yes.
Great. Can you drive us to Hendon Beach?
Why Hendon Beach?
Because that's where the answer is. The glitches in that recording Neil sent.
The buzzing?
Yeah, I've been thinking of them as if they were interfering with the recording.
Yeah.
But last night I started thinking, what if they are the recording?
Okay, so...
Ellie called me last night. Listen to this.
Sounds like typical Neil. Takes an expert to mess up audio that badly. But no, not heard from him.
Glitches.
And it got us thinking about electrical interference.
Okay.
Maybe he was standing near a power source when he made the call.
Sure, but that doesn't narrow it down. There are power lines everywhere.
True. When I called her yesterday, I'm pretty sure I said he left an odd message. Something like that. I didn't mention the audio quality.
So you think she must have heard it? So why would she say she hadn't?
That's what we're going to find out.
And she lives in Hendon Beach?
Bingo.
Bit of a reach, isn't it?
Maybe.
So why are you going to all this trouble?
Because I owe him everything.
How so?
He spotted me. Brought me into this new forensic unit he was setting up at Northumbria. And this was 30 years ago, mind. He taught me. And then at Veritas we built the whole department up from scratch.
So why did you fall out?
Well, we didn't fall out, exactly.
Well then...
Aoife got some of the exec on side and forced him out.
Why?
They thought he was old school.
Right.
Anyway, I imagine he thought I should have left with him.
Did he say that?
No.
Did you explain?
You
didn't call him?
It was awkward. I thought he'd be angry. He was like me dad.
Was he?
I mean, no, he wasn't. Me dad was nasty. Neil is the gentlest guy on earth, but... Well, I met him not long after my dad left us.
He left you? That's rough.
It was worse with him around.
So Neil kind of replaced him?
Not really. Sort of. I don't know.
He means a lot to you, though?
Yeah, yes. Thank you for covering for me.
When?
With Aoife.
How that?
You did a great job.
Did you even read it?
Aye, before I left the house.
Okay. Well, we're here.
Look. Power lines.
I hope she's in.
She is.
You took your time.
Hello, Ellie.
Come on in. I've been expecting you.
Neil?
I thought you'd find me. I hoped you'd find me.
It's good to see you.
Likewise, Jess.
I'm Maya.
Oh, sorry, yeah, this is Maya. We work together. Maya, this is Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Pleased to meet you, Maya. Why don't you both sit down? How long's it been?
7 years?
Oh, 7 years.
How have you been?
Oh, you know, keeping myself busy.
And, health-wise?
Why don't you tell me?
Well, it is possible you've had throat problems.
She's good, isn't she?
She is, yeah.
How advanced is it?
Doctor would have liked to catch it earlier, but, I'll see tomorrow, let's say.
I'm sorry.
I feel all right. How have you been?
Oh, you know, busy. Look, I'm so sorry we didn't speak.
So am I.
It was silly.
I know.
I thought you were angry with us.
I wasn't angry.
It's just, when you didn't call.
When I didn't call?
Yeah.
When you didn't call, you mean?
I didn't feel I could.
Just pick up the phone. How hard is that?
Listen to you giving me a bollock.
I had a perfect right to feel aggrieved.
I wasn't the one who kicked you out.
You should have called.
He's right. You should have called him.
It's complicated, Maya.
But so should you.
Not as simple as that.
Why not?
I didn't know what to say.
I did stick up for you.
Of course you did.
Maybe I should have threatened to leave.
I wouldn't have wanted you to do that.
Oh, awful.
It wasn't too bad. Aoife was probably right. Time for a change.
Brew's up.
Oh.
Help yourself to milk and sugar.
Thanks, love.
I'll be in the kitchen if you need us, darling.
Aye.
So how long's this been going on?
Ellie? 10 years?
10 years?
Or thereabouts.
Why didn't you tell us?
Well, if you'd called...
Don't start that again.
She's always easy to wind up.
I remember that.
Aoife was very hot on workplace romances, remember?
I suppose.
Seemed best to keep it quiet, you know.
10 years? But you're happy?
I love her. So, go on then. How did you find me?
Power lines, the corona effect.
I thought so.
Was that deliberate?
No. I recorded it, played it back, and sort of liked it. I like the mess of it, you know. Thought I'd throw it into the pool, see whether the ripples reach back to me.
And here we are.
And here we are.
There's no one chasing you, is there?
You what?
His message. Bad times, but I'm not going to let them crackle me. They're crackle after me.
What's your point?
Bad times, but I'm not going to let them get to me. They're looking after me. Am I right?
She reminds me of you.
Now that's a compliment.
A younger you.
Aye.
Right, Jess, we ought to be going.
Yeah.
She's special, is Jess. Look after her. Learn from her.
I will. You know she thinks of you like her dad.
Oh, her dad? Dad? I'm what, 10 years older than you?
15.
Sorry, have I put my foot in it?
We did karaoke together. You don't do karaoke with your dad.
My number's the same. Call me.
So's mine. Call me.
I promise. See you, Neil.
See ya.
What time is it?
5 past.
Should be here.
Call them.
Yeah, I might do.
Unless they're already inside.
Hello, this is Jess Carter. I think you've got someone doing a survey and I wanted to check we've not missed them.
Yeah, there's someone in there.
Sorry, I'll call you back. There can't be. I haven't got a key.
They are, look. I can see a torch. Hello?
Can you see them?
They're running. Go in the front. I'll go around the back. Oi! Hey! Oi, you! Hey! You! Stop! Maya! Stop! Come back!
Maya?
Oi! I'm sorry. I couldn't stop him.
Was he carrying anything?
Not that I saw.
Maybe we got him before he could grab stuff.
Is anything missing?
Oh, it doesn't look like it. Did you say he had a torch?
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the do. Where did you say you saw him?
Coming out of there.
The basement.
Well, what's down there?
Just a washing machine and a load of mule down. It's my dad's stuff.
What is it?
Did you get a look at him?
Not really.
Was he short, tall?
Short-ish.
Old?
I only saw his back.
Tell me my dad's not back. Oh, my God.
No, surely not.
Oh,
I mean, how
God.
could he be?
He can't be back. Oh, my God, he can't be back.
Exemplar was written by Dan Rabalato with Ben and Max Ringham. Jess was played by Gina McKee, Maya by Siobhan Marks, Aoife by Fenella Woolgar, Judith by Barbara Martin, Neil by Don Gillet, and Ellie by Charlie Hardwick. Original music was by Ben and Max Ringham, with sound design by Lucinda Mason-Brown and David Chilton. The directors were Polly Thomas and Jade Lewis. It was a reduced listening production for BBC Radio 4.
When did we become so lost? When did we lose sight of who we are? Of everything we've built? When did we forget to love ourselves? To love ourselves, to cherish, to hold dear all of the precious things that give us a sense of who we are. But worse still, how could we allow others to?
Rose?
Yes?
We've got a problem.
Are you chewing again?
Sorry.
Can you not? It's disgusting. What's the problem?
Bailey.
Yes, I heard. Jesus.
Do you want me to do something?
We should send him a message.
A message?
Yeah, I'm sure you can come up with something. Make sure he knows we're thinking about him.
But Aoife, I don't understand why we have to go to her.
Come on, Maya. She's Rose Wilson. She's not going to come to us.
God, this really matters to you, doesn't it?
Why did we take this job on, Aoife?
It's a favour.
Who for?
Faulkner Forensics, an industry competitor Aoife wants to be friends with.
They farm out most of their digital work. They could be a good income stream for us.
And it's a bit controversial for them.
If it's too controversial for them, why is it okay for us?
We're doing it off the books.
And Aoife's dragged us all along for the ride.
I've got to be back in Newcastle by 7. I'm cooking for my girlfriend.
You'll be fine. This is important for us, so just, play nice.
Oh, she makes my skin crawl.
Well, do you not agree with her politics, Maya? Are you not planning on voting for her?
I think I'll pass.
The feeling's mutual. She's not a big fan of your generation, is she? What does she call you? Entitled millennials.
I am not a millennial.
Oh, what are you then?
She's Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Also known as Centennials.
I hadn't heard that one. And what are Centennials like?
I am here, by the way. I can hear you.
Very sensitive, these Centennials are they?
You know that journalist has lost the sight in one of his eyes. They stomped on him so hard, they cracked every one of his ribs. She was clearly involved.
You don't know that, Maya.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. And you might not like what she stands for, but that doesn't mean she's guilty of every accusation you can throw at her. She deserves due process, which is why we're going down to London to see her. And she's perfectly pleasant once you get to know her.
You know her?
No, I don't know her.
Have you met her?
She was dating a friend of my brother's when I was at university. We bumped into each other once or twice.
This changes everything.
You used to hang out with Rose Wilson.
The last English patriot.
The sworn enemy of woke.
It was a long time ago and she was very different then. Look, I think we're arriving.
Yes, Rose?
Are the audio people here yet?
Not yet.
Tell me the minute they arrive.
Right. Before we go in, I just want to run through some housekeeping. I want everyone to have game faces on.
Game faces?
That means, Jess, I need you to engage, respond to questions fully, maintain eye contact. Just, try and be a normal human being, okay?
I'll give it my best shot.
She just wants to talk through the report. Just the headlines. Don't get too technical. Explain everything clearly, and we can get out of there. Maya, I need you to keep a clear record of the meeting. It's off the books, but we still need to be clear what we've said and what we haven't said.
Fine.
Politics aside, we can't risk any...
Oh, sorry, it's my mum.
Do you need to take it?
All right, I'll let it go to voicemail.
And put it on silent.
I'll switch it off.
Thank you. Okay, are we good? This is important for us. Regardless of what anyone thinks about Miss Wilson, we want her to be a happy woman.
Hello?
Hello! We're here
You're the audio people. 14th floor. I'll meet you with the lifts.
Right.
I'm Lawrence. Rose will be here in a minute. Can I get you a drink or something?
Thanks, we're fine.
Debussy.
Sorry?
The music?
I couldn't tell you what it is. Rose likes to play these stations while she's working. Says it's relaxing. Yes. Give us a minute and she'll be through. Excuse me.
It's not exactly what I pictured.
What did you picture?
Well, I didn't expect it to have taste.
Taste? Too much beige.
I like beige.
Hello. I'm sorry to keep you. Did Lawrence offer you anything?
Yes, thanks, we're fine.
Aoife Cornish? My goodness, I thought I recognised the name.
Hello, Rose.
How long has it been?
Oh, I don't know, ages.
Too long, anyway.
Let me introduce Jess, who will run through the report on the evidence, and this is Maya, who is here to support and keep notes.
Lovely to meet you all. Please, have a seat. Are you sure I can't offer anyone a drink?
I think we're fine.
If it's okay, I'll record this meeting on my phone.
Of course. Yes.
Wow, that is a view.
Yes, I'm very lucky.
You can see most of the city from here. It must be amazing at night.
Thank you so much for coming all this way. My schedule is insane at the moment, but I do really appreciate that you've been so flexible.
It's no problem. I actually really enjoyed the journey.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time on that train. Yes, I spent 4 years campaigning in Newcastle early in my career. I'm very fond of that city.
The people of Newcastle didn't feel the same, I hear.
Maya? No, she's right. 2 unsuccessful by-election bids. I'm a little more hopeful down here.
Well, you've certainly got people excited.
Perhaps, but dark forces are circling. This nonsense on Polyleaks is a problem. My polling numbers are holding, but for how long?
Right.
And poor Aaron Bailey is all over the media threatening to use this recording in a civil action against me.
Yes.
So anything you can tell me, I'll be grateful to know.
Jess did the analysis, so perhaps, Jess, if you could talk Rose through what we found?
I would appreciate that.
The Examiner was delivered a 58-second 16-bit M4A file, originally published on the Polyleaks website on the 10th of April this year. The website has asserted that this audio is a recording of Rose Wilson conspiring to commit an assault on Aaron Bailey. The assault did then take place on the 14th of September 2021. The Examiner was instructed to review the audio, provide...
Thank you. I hate to hurry you, but I am a little pressed for time.
Jess, do you want to skip to conclusions?
Sure, I'll try and be brief. Maya's going to set up monitoring so that we can listen to the audio as we talk through.
Nearly there.
All right. Our findings fall into the following categories: origination, authenticity and dating. If we go to page 5, we can start with origination. Spectrogram analysis of the audio determined that it was most likely originally recorded on low-quality analogue tape. Could this have been a cassette, a dictaphone even?
Ah, yes. I'm old school, I'm afraid.
Do you have any idea how Polyleaks got hold of the tape?
People go through our bins. It could be anything.
Yes. Maya, are you ready to run the audio?
Yes.
When did we lose sight of who we are? Of everything we built? When did we forget to...
Skip forward to 35 seconds. We don't need this bit.
Sure.
At 36.8, we identified a dull impact consistent with an impact on a wooden surface such as...
Sorry. Can you speak in the Queen's English?
At 36 seconds, someone knocks on the door.
Right. Lawrence, who you met earlier. My Chief of Staff.
Rose?
Yeah?
We've got a problem.
Are you chewing again?
Sorry.
Can you not? It's disgusting. What's the problem?
Bailey.
Yes, I heard. Jesus.
Do you want me to do something?
We should send him a message.
A message?
Yeah, I'm sure you can come up with something. Make sure he knows we're thinking about him.
Yes, it sounds so bad. I can understand why people might have got the wrong impression. What can you tell me?
Page 6 in the report, under analysis, we can find no evidence of tampering within the exhibit. We can detect no artefacts caused by editing. The voices demonstrate a consistent spectral signature, and the existence of music in the room as the recording was made renders manipulation unlikely. We believe it is more probable than not that this is an authentic recording.
Once again, for the layman, lay person.
We think it's probably genuine.
I see. Genuine as in real, or genuine as in it proves guilt?
We can only tell you whether we believe it to be authentic, whether or not we find evidence of manipulation.
It's not for us to offer judgment on whether it incriminates.
And you're sure? Sure there is no manipulation?
All I can say is there's no evidence of it.
I've got a friend. Works in banking. She told me about a strange case. There is a banker she knows, gets a call from his CEO instructing him to transfer funds. The voice was immediately recognisable to him. Apparently it carried the melody of his voice. I didn't know voices had melodies, but it seems they do. So he transferred nearly $250,000 from a Hungarian bank to an account in Mexico, from where it disappeared. Apparently the voice was simulated with a computer. Might something like that be a possibility in this case?
How do you mean?
Might someone have captured my melody?
It's unlikely to be a deep fake.
You seem confident.
Well, there are a number of tells.
Such as?
We would expect to see unfamiliar cadences, a slight metallic quality, a lack of low-frequency information. It's one thing in a low-quality phone conversation, but it wouldn't bear close scrutiny.
But it is possible?
In theory.
I'm not saying it isn't real, but if there are questions around its authenticity, that wouldn't be unhelpful. Is there a chance you'd be able to report that as possible?
It's implausible, and I wouldn't compromise my professional reputation by pretending otherwise.
Sure. I understand.
Bear with us, there's more.
A shame. It would lighten my schedule considerably if I could send a laptop in to do any questions for me.
We've done research, and the text in the speech you were dictating at the top of the message correlates with a speech you gave to the Freedom World Coalition on September 23rd.
Yes, I think that's right.
Unfortunately, that doesn't help us with establishing date. The speech could conceivably have been written at any point in the lead up to that day.
Understood.
Then we looked at the music. The piece in the background is Miserere by Allegri.
Okay. I mean, I don't know it. I just keep noise on in the background when I'm working.
We checked schedules of classical music stations on the 14th and found no mention of it. Of course, it could have been a CD or streaming service.
Yeah, but then I noticed a strange thing. Maya, run it from 39.5 seconds.
Are you chewing again? Sorry, can you not?
Did you hear that?
No. No? What was it?
A cough.
Run it again.
Are you chewing again?
I don't understand.
The cough is in the music. It's an audience member. It's there because the music was recorded live with an audience.
That's great, but I don't understand how it helps us.
We scoured all the schedules in September of last year and found every instance in which Miserere was broadcast on a classical station. 17 times, in fact.
And?
We found it. Not just that particular recording, but the only time it was broadcast. It turns out it wasn't just a live recording, but it was a live transmission. On the afternoon of 18th of September, there was a broadcast live. The service included 2 choirs singing Miserere, and at 6 minutes 38 seconds, a member of the congregation coughed.
18th of September?
That's right.
That's 4 days after Aaron Bailey was attacked.
The music in the background is an exact match to that broadcast. The conversation was recorded after his attack.
The fruit basket.
Excuse me?
It makes sense now. After we heard about poor Aaron, we sent a fruit basket to his hospital bedside. Yes, Aaron Bailey was an irritant, and yes, I didn't enjoy what he wrote about me, but I am not a monster. So, Polly Leeks got it wrong.
They did.
And you're sure?
Everything you need to know is in the report.
Phew. Thank you, Jess. Thank you both. I can't tell you what a relief this is.
The report is pretty clear, but if you have any further questions, you know where to find us.
Wonderful.
Glad to help.
Thank you. I'm going to slap that prick with a defamation suit so fast he won't know what's hit him.
Aaron Bailey? Apparently he's blind in one eye now.
Well, I'm sorry. I am not a hypocrite. Aaron Bailey is a sanctimonious prick who has tried his damnedest to destroy everything I've worked for. I'm happy to send a fruit basket, but I'm not going to cry for him, and I'm not going to hold back when he lies about me.
Okay.
And with what you've given me today, I can shut him down and Polly Leaks too.
He's a journalist.
Was a journalist.
Oh, that's not on.
Maya?
But she...
Come with me.
Oh.
Now. Will you excuse us a minute? Where's the...
Oh, up the corridor. Yeah.
Won't be long.
I'm sorry about that.
She's young.
Yes, she is.
So, Aoife, how long has it been?
A long time.
So, why isn't Bob Faulkner doing this?
I think he had rather a lot on.
I'm too hot to handle, is that it?
I'm sure it was just...
I understand. I rock the establishment boat a little too much for Bob.
We were happy to take the work on.
Well, you've really helped me out, and I'm very grateful. And I really look after people who look after me, Aoife. Keep in touch.
That's really not necessary.
I would like to.
We did our job, all right? Let's leave it there.
Well, that's clear.
Just give us 5 minutes to pack up and we'll be out your way.
There's no rush. Aoife, I feel like at least I owe you a drink.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
I'm in a terribly good mood. I'm having one myself. Will no one join me? Jess?
Well...
Aha!
Our train isn't until 3. I wouldn't say no to a small whiskey.
Atta girl. Maya?
Yeah, not for me, thanks.
The young are such Puritans, aren't they?
Can you not talk about me like I'm not here, please? That's the second time you've done that today.
I'm sorry, Maya.
So what exactly was it Aaron Bailey had on you?
What, on me? Nothing. Let me tell you about Aaron Bailey. That sad little man has wasted his life trying to bring me down, digging up crap about me, endless hatchet jobs in the press, popping up on the news, on the telly, slagging me off, and all these lies.
What lies are they?
I respect a free press. Don't get me wrong, everyone has the right to disagree with what I have to say, but we are entering dangerous territory when journalists seek to silence politicians. That is not press freedom. That is an abuse of press freedom.
So you believe in a free press until it's directed at you?
Shall we not do this?
I just expect the right to be heard, no more and no less than anyone else.
But half of the things you say are not true. I'll go one further. Most of them are lies.
All right, Maya, let's bring it down a bit, shall we?
Who says they're not true? Bailey? You? The mainstream media? The old, tired political establishment? You don't get it, Maya. The people of this country need new truths. They're entitled to it.
And Aaron Bailey? He wasn't entitled to his truth. All it got for him was a chest full of broken ribs.
Nothing to do with me.
I don't believe you.
Maya. For Christ's sake, Maya, calm down.
Look, Rose Wilson, you are a disgusting human being. You are a vulture, feeding off people's worst instincts.
Maya, stop
Maybe
now.
you weren't directly involved, but I'm sure you were involved in some way. So no, I do not want to have a drink with you. And I can't sit here and pretend that...
What is it with your generation? This incessant need to tell everyone what you think and feel the whole time. Can't you just sit occasionally with your thoughts? Does it ever occur to you that maybe you're not that interesting? Can't you just sometimes shut up?
Right. Yeah, I'm going to go and wait outside.
I think that's a good idea.
See ya.
I'm so sorry. I'll go and have a word with her.
She's a sensitive one, isn't she? To be fair, she gave as good as she got.
Certainly has got a lot to say for herself.
Lord preserve us from the self-righteous young.
She'll learn.
She'd better.
You wouldn't expect her to be sympathetic. Not exactly your demographic.
You see it everywhere. You know, everyone's so anxious to tick boxes that people are given roles way beyond their ability. It's not really fair on them, is it? They can't cope.
Oh, there's something in that.
You haven't walked out? That's refreshing.
I'm not a big fan of social engineering.
Another?
Aye, sure.
You went above and beyond on this one, didn't you?
I'll just do my job.
You're very good at your job.
Yes, I am.
Do you believe the stories about me, Jess?
What stories?
The things they say in the legacy media. The things Bailey said, that I whip people up, that I sow division, that I'm the acceptable face of an extremist agenda.
I think sometimes you say what a lot of people are already feeling.
And you?
I don't get involved in politics.
I think you just have.
How so?
You put me in the clear, Jess. With that recording, at least. Was that just doing your job?
It's true, there are a number of ways I could have presented my findings. Let's just say I was happy to help.
Do you know, I had a feeling. You're a soldier. A quiet one, but you're a soldier. Do you think it will be enough?
To clear you?
Yes. And sew up Mr. Bailey's mouth.
You can try, but he's another one. Doesn't know when to stop talking.
There seems to be nothing I can do with him.
The fruit basket didn't do the trick then.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, send him a message.
Mere compassion for a fellow human.
Or a warning?
If he placed another construction on my charitable act, that's down to him.
Well, exactly.
We just wanted him to know we hadn't forgotten about him.
I heard it was nasty.
Oh, they did some damage to that boy.
I can imagine.
You can't.
So, you weren't there?
No.
So...
One of them captured it on his phone.
I see.
It's the sounds that stay with you. You can hear everything. His whimpering, the crunch of their boots on his back. You can actually hear the bone snap in his jaw. Do you want another drink?
Better not.
I'll just have a small top-up. Jesus! It's a good job that girl isn't here. I wouldn't want that on tape.
She's not here. But her phone is.
What? Oh, yes.
And it's still recording.
Christ. Pass it here.
No.
Don't be funny. Delete it.
No, I don't think I will.
I'm so sorry about that.
Give me that phone.
What? My phone? Hope you didn't say anything incriminating.
Give it to me.
If you take one step towards me, you're getting a slap.
What is going on here? Oh. I see. Well, not that it proves anything. That I watched a video? You can't use it anyway. It's covered by client confidentiality.
What's going on?
As Aoife will confirm, the work we've done is entirely off the books. No contract, no confidentiality. Out of interest, if it just popped up on Polyleaks, what would that do to your election chances?
Will someone please tell me what is going on?
Don't worry, Rose, we're not going to use it. But you're going to leave Aaron Bailey and Polyleaks alone. No defamation suits, no more attacks. He gets to say whatever he wants.
It's inadmissible, anyway. Is that how you run your company? You better watch yourselves. This is not over.
I think we better go.
She hasn't said a word since we left.
Just let me talk to her, okay, Maya?
Here she comes.
Aoife, I just want to say...
That was completely unprofessional.
We didn't decide until we went to the bathroom.
If word gets back to Faulkner...
Look, it was my idea.
You know, wind her up, reel her in.
Aoife, I know you're angry.
Yes, Maya, I am. I am bloody angry. You could have let me in on it. I could have been brilliant in there.
Whoa.
You wanted to be part of it?
Yes, I wanted to be part of it. I bloody hate that woman.
I thought you were old friends.
She dumped my brother's best mate by text. She's a stuck-up, self-important arsehole, and I've been waiting 20 years to get my own back, and you don't even let me in on it. So yes, I am really angry with you. But I got us some wine from the buffet car. Right now, I just want to drink cheap wine out of a can and think about the look on her face. Reality can wait for tomorrow.
Oh, Christ, I haven't listened to my mum's message. Hang on.
Message received today at 14:54.
Jess, I wish you'd pick up. I hate talking to these things. Look, this house sale, I've changed my mind. I don't want to sell right now. Understood? I'm not selling. Please don't try and change my mind. You need to tell them it's off. Bye, love.
What is it?
I don't know. She says she doesn't want to sell, but there's something else.
What?
I think there's something in the background. I'll drop it onto my laptop and add some filters. Maya, listen to this.
Oh, you go ahead. I'll just sit here and drink.
They're really quiet, but...
I'm not selling.
Hang up now. That's enough. Hang up now. That's enough. Hang up now. That's enough. Hang up now.
Exemplar was written by Ben and Max Ringham, with Dan Rabalato. Jess was played by Gina McKee, Maya by Siobhan Marks, Aoife by Fenella Woolgar, Lawrence by Asif Khan, and Rose by Juliet Stevenson. Original music was by Ben and Max Ringham, with sound design by Lucinda Mason-Brown and David Chilton. The directors were Polly Thomas and Jade Lewis. It was a reduced listening production for BBC Radio 4.
This video was uploaded to the channel, Thinking Out Loud. Please like, comment and subscribe to the Thinking Out Loud channel. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Stop. Run from 17.50 seconds. Stop. What do you hear? Footsteps?
Maybe.
Okay, let's slow it down. Run it from the same point at 75%. There. Stop. 24.03. What can you hear?
There is definitely a sequence of repeated sounds. It could be steps. But no, I couldn't say for sure.
No, me neither.
What's the significance of footsteps?
If there are footsteps after the shot, someone else was there and it's not suicide. But I've been listening to this for hours and I can't be sure it's not the body twitching as he dies.
But don't the sorries point to murder?
Not necessarily. The message was on his brother's answer phone. He's wearing a Bluetooth earpiece, which he somehow triggered to make the call, so it's either, I'm sorry, don't kill me, or...
Suicide note.
Right. I don't know. Maybe we should go down there, get a sense of the acoustics. It might help us understand the recording.
This happened in a nightclub, right?
The Paradise Club, South Shields.
Oh, I've heard of that place.
Really?
Yeah. A couple of the students at uni used to bang on about it. Don't suppose you've ever been there?
No, Maya, I have not. Sorry, I've got to take this.
Hi, is that Miss Carter? It's Sophie calling from Galton House.
Hiya, thanks for returning my call.
What can we help with?
I've just been trying to reach my mum. Is it possible to speak to her? I can't get her on a mobile.
Hold on, I'll try a room. Hi, Miss Carter. She's not in her room, but I've just been told she's walking in the garden with one of the carers. I'll leave her a message to call you, okay?
Wait, maybe you can help me, Sophie.
Yes?
Can you let me know who's been to visit her?
I don't think she's had any visitors, but I'll just check the log. Nope, no visitors this week.
You sure she hasn't been visited by a man? Older, wiry?
I can assure you, Miss Carter, she hasn't had any visitors.
And you don't have a Fergus Carter as a resident?
We don't.
If it's okay, I'm going to email you a photograph. Do you think you could keep an eye out and
A
let me...
photograph?
Yes. Maybe ask around and call me back if anyone's seen him.
Sure, I will. But honestly, Miss Carter, probably the best thing for you to do would be to come and ask her yourself. As I've said, your mother hasn't had any visitors since she arrived, including yourself.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Well, I'm sure she would appreciate a visit.
But thanks for the advice. I'm glad you're so aware of my mother's needs.
Okay.
Why don't you just go and get her?
As I've told you, she's in the garden.
Yeah.
I will pass on your message.
Well, thanks for nothing.
And I do not appreciate being spoken to like this.
Okay, bye.
You okay?
Yeah. Fine. Sorry.
Is this about the mystery man in the message? You don't really think it's your dad?
I don't know.
When did he walk out on you guys?
38 years ago.
38 years? Why would he come back now?
If it's not him, I'd like to know who's whispering in my mother's ear. Maya, this is Detective Inspector Nish Gopal. Maya is a colleague.
Hi.
Hi, Maya. Nice to meet you. And, welcome to paradise.
What's the matter?
Shades of 6 a.m. That horrible moment when they turn on the lights and you suddenly realise where you've been dancing.
And who you've been dancing with.
Yeah.
Strange place to choose to die. Can you show us where he was found?
Sure. This way.
Jesus, what is that noise?
They're testing the PA in the main room.
This room was open, I take it.
No. The club was only 1/3 full. Chris was found here by a couple of punters who had wandered in from the main room just after midnight. Circumstance all point to suicide. He had the gun in his hand.
And we have the gun in evidence.
We do.
Was he working?
Just finished a shift.
What makes you think there's more to it?
The Paradise is owned by Danny Fenchurch. Heard of him?
Danny Fenchurch. Rings a bell.
He started out as a club promoter in the 90s, and as the clubbing boom fizzled, he diversified, shall we say, fingers in drugs, trafficking all over the northeast.
And he owns this place. So Chris worked for him.
Chris worked in security, and not just here. Paradise Security also operates as the enforcement arm of Mr. Fenchurch's organisation.
You think this could be a rival gang?
Well, Danny is in a bit of a turf war with a gang from Wall's End, the Clark brothers. Anything you can come up with would be great, and the sooner the better.
Why are you in such a rush?
Budgets are tight. Chris was just a bouncer. My bosses have other priorities. I've got 2 days left on this, and to be honest, I'm surprised they agreed budget for you.
But you're bothered.
I'm not sure I am, really. But if I don't show up, no one else will. Take as long as you want. And if you have any questions, give me a shout.
So what have we got? He was found here on the edge of the dance floor.
Good. Mark it. Where does that door lead?
To the rest of the club.
If you've just killed a man, you wouldn't want 500 witnesses.
You'd leave by another door. That one? Or that one? Where did they go?
That is storage, apparently. This one leads straight out onto the street.
The more likely route?
Pace out the routes.
Maybe 17, 18 steps to the street door. And the floor is... What is that?
I think it was carpet. Once.
Jesus, that is disgusting.
Whatever it is, it's soft.
Which doesn't give us much to listen for.
It also means the shot had to happen close to where he fell.
Because we can hear the casing clatter on hard floor over there.
Exactly. Room acoustic tallies too. Slap on the gunshot works with reflections off that wall over there.
So those sounds at 24.03?
Let me listen again. What is that? Twitching? Fabric? Paper? First step, Maya, can you draw up a plan of this room? Detail any flat surfaces, the types of flooring, doors and where they lead to, okay? Note any loose materials.
Sure. What are you going to do?
Have a look around?
You're leaving me on my own? With this carpet?
Can I help you?
Just being nosy.
What do you think you're going to find in there?
Nothing. Just taking a peek at your amp rack. The floor's damp in here.
Yeah. It's an old building. Everything leaks. Sorry, who are you?
Forensics. I've been asked to assist in the investigation.
Oh, anything I can help with?
Who are you?
I'm Dee. I'm the system engineer.
Well, thanks, Day, but I'm just having a look.
It's very sad, that fellow who died. He was well liked, you know.
Chris? You knew him, did you?
Not really, but that's what people say, isn't it? How come you people are still here?
Well, I think maybe there are still some questions.
You don't think he topped himself?
What do you think?
I think there are a lot of sad, lonely people in the world.
Really? It's a strange place to come and kill yourself, don't you think? A nightclub surrounded by people.
This place means a lot to some of us.
This place?
I know what people say. And I know it's a dump. But we didn't build it to look beautiful. We built this place for the love of the music. And you will still not find a better sound system anywhere.
I was just looking at it. That's a big rig. I tried counting the sub-boxes and I lost track. How many do you have?
30.
I imagine that kicks out a bit.
Like a freight train. But it's not just about the subs.
No?
You see those horns there?
Mm-hmm.
Vintage. I had to travel to Denmark to get those. There's nothing else that gives you a treble like it. It's razor sharp. Hi-hats will slice your ears off.
It's all vintage, isn't it?
Yep. Custom built. We based it on the classic Jamaican sound systems. Those guys knew how to build their cabs.
With big scoops on the bass bins.
You have to make space for the air to move. Resonate.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get that deep, deep infrasonic bass. You don't hear it. You feel it in your gut. It physically moves you. When you get a crowd in here, 3,000 bodies all immersed, enveloped in this wall of sound, there's nothing like it. We started this club with the system.
You're Danny Fenchurch.
I am. Pleased to meet you.
Jess.
So, were you a DJ in a past life, sound engineer?
No. No, but I do know a bit about sound. You didn't have 3,000 people on the night Chris died, did you? The DI said you were at a third capacity, and that was a Saturday night, wasn't it?
I suppose.
So, what's happening?
Things change, don't they? It's not the 90s anymore. My son, 17, he would never come to a place like this. I think a lot of kids live their lives online now. I guess it's not our world anymore. But I can't help feeling they've lost something. Do you know what really does me nut in?
No.
He listens to music on his phone. That tiny, tinny little speaker on his phone, like a buzzing fly.
Your system is a thing of beauty.
Thank you.
Who comes here now?
Stragglers. People who should have grown up. The atmosphere's different. And the ones who remain, it's really not the same.
So why keep it open?
Well, I suppose I'm not quite ready to give up me toys yet.
I can't imagine that makes financial sense.
No. I guess that would make me another sad middle-aged man desperately trying to hold on to his youth, wouldn't it?
How exactly would you be doing that, Danny?
You're not getting anything else out of me, Jess. But I can offer you a cup of tea.
Oh, thanks. That's kind. Milk, no sugar?
Coming up.
What are you doing?
Making a floor plan. Oh, here, can you hold this tape measure?
Sure.
Thanks. 2 meters 16. Do you enjoy your job?
It's a job. How did you end up at Veritas?
First job out of uni.
Don't most private forensics start in the police?
Not me.
Never fancied it.
Did they welcome you with open arms?
Well, it's changing.
Police, though? Nah, I just couldn't do it.
It's not my problem to fix, Maya. I just wanted the job. It was my choice. Why should I let anyone stop me?
Have you seen these pictures on the wall?
Clubbers. Obviously taken on one of the rare nights the paradise was full.
I'm not looking at the dancers. I'm looking at the bouncers.
What about them?
Look what security's wearing. Is that body cam?
Are you getting on?
Jess, security in this place wear body cam.
Chris was wearing one when he died.
A body cam? Did you get anything?
It was damaged. We couldn't get the video to play, corrupted or something.
You know they record audio as well, right? Did no one try to extract the audio? Oh, Jesus, Nish. Where is it?
Aoife called me. She said you had something?
The video file was corrupt, but we were able to carve the audio stream out of the file structure by placing it in a new container. The stream was AAC encoded, but...
Okay, could you just tell me what you've got?
We think we've managed to rescue about 45 minutes of audio.
Amazing.
Which includes the moments he left the main dance floor after he finishes his shift, right up until about 17 minutes after the gunshot, which is when the cameras run out of battery.
Can we hear it?
Let's isolate the gunshot sequence.
Running from 28:03.00.
He's leaving the main dance floor.
He's seen something.
Or decided something.
Chocolate milk. Did he say chocolate milk?
Sounds like it.
Drug slang, maybe?
Not that I've heard. But I can ask around.
You gotta understand. I had to do it.
Is he speaking to himself or someone else?
I'm sorry.
It's confusing.
I'm so sorry.
There's those sounds again.
Footsteps?
Could be anything.
I couldn't call it, could you? Nah, it's not defined enough. Just like the voicemail.
And then what happens?
We'll listen, but there are no spikes in the waveforms, so I'm going to guess there's nothing significant before the battery dies.
So we're back to square one?
It fills in the picture a bit, but for the death itself, we've essentially got two virtually identical recordings. Sorry.
Well, thanks for trying.
Jess, do you mind if I have a play with it?
You got an idea?
I just want to try something.
As long as you log everything, knock yourself out. I've got stuff to be getting on with.
Yep. I'm heading off too. Bye, Maya.
Bye.
Golden House.
Oh, hi, is that Sophie?
Speaking.
Hi, it's Jess Carter. Judith's daughter?
Oh. Hello.
Hi, Sophie. I just wanted... I realise I got a bit emotional earlier. I've just been trying to get hold of my mother for a couple of days, and I just wanted... I wanted to say I'm sorry. It wasn't appropriate.
Well, thank you, but there's no need. I would like to reassure you we do pass messages on.
And there's been no sign of the...
The gentleman in the picture you sent, no. Would you like to speak to your mother?
Please.
Bear with me. I'm sorry, we can't locate her just at the minute.
What does that mean?
She's not in a room, so she could be anywhere in the ground.
How can you not know where she is?
We don't put trackers on people. Our residents are guests, not criminals. Golden House has extensive facilities. She could be in any one of a number of places.
But she is there, right? Earlier you said you keep track on people coming and going.
We do.
She hasn't checked out?
No.
But you don't know where she is?
Not at this exact moment, no.
And is that all you can say?
Apparently so.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Sophie.
Happy to help. Have a nice...
Jess, it's Maya. I found something. Can you meet me at the Paradise Club in the morning at 11 a.m?
Why, we back here again?
I don't know. Ask her.
This had better be good, Maya. I've spent far too much time in this dump this past week.
I was thinking about what you were saying about the two recordings being from the same perspective. So I started playing with running them in sync and trying to isolate differences. And then I tried this. Now, if you pan the body cam to the left and the voicemail to the right, something quite exciting happens.
Oh, that's really clever.
I don't understand. You created a stereo recording.
Not just stereo, binaural.
Binaural?
Sort of advanced stereo. If you place a microphone at the approximate position of each ear and listen back through headphones, it's like stepping into someone's head. You hear what they hear. You hear the room and the world in 3 dimensions.
The voicemail was recorded through a Bluetooth earpiece on his left ear, and the body cam was on his right shoulder. So it's not perfect, but... Here, both of you grab headphones. Right. So these are the 2 recordings, overlaid on each other. And now this is what happens when you pan them left and right.
Wow. They are footsteps.
Undeniably.
This is great, Maya. Why do we have to come back here?
Well, the plan helped, but in the end, I needed to hear it. So stand here.
Okay.
This is where Chris was found. This is his perspective. So you can clearly hear the club from next door in your left ear. So Chris is facing this way.
Yes.
And the footsteps disappear to our right, heading towards that door.
Not the door on the street?
No.
That's the corridor to the main amp room. Danny wouldn't let anyone near that room.
Danny's amp room?
Yeah.
Danny did this.
Looks like it.
Of course.
What?
Did I hear my name? You found something?
Hey, hiya, Danny. Chocolate milk, eh? It's a bugger, isn't it?
It's a nightmare.
Eh?
What?
Goodbye, Danny. It was nice to meet you.
You too, Jess. Take care.
Do you want to let us into the secret?
Let's get some fresh air.
So, what does chocolate milk mean?
Please put us out of our misery.
Chocolate milk is chocolate milk. Audio equipment is a lot more robust than you think, but one thing that is impossible to clean off circuit boards is chocolate milk. The sugar and the lactose, it will not clean off. Ruins electronics.
Oh, yeah?
Those amps aren't just expensive, they're vintage and they're priceless to Danny. The other day I noticed the floor was wet in his amp room, like it had been cleaned. My guess is that your Clark brothers paid Chris to pour chocolate milk down Danny's amp rack. Hit him where it hurts.
You killed a man over chocolate milk.
Some gangsters will go after your car, your dog, your family. Well, we'll have our buttons. I guess they pressed his.
Back to Veritas?
I suppose so. Man, that binaural composite was ingenious, Maya. Inspired.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I'm aware that my attention has been a bit elsewhere.
Have you spoken to your mum?
No. I just can't escape the feeling that there's something wrong at that place.
Like what?
I don't know, but it doesn't feel right. It feels all off somehow. Mum keeps talking about the past, playing old music, standing at windows talking about places she used to go, saying she wants to sell the house and she doesn't want to sell. The man's voice in her room, it feels like he's...
Do you really think it could be your dad?
I don't know.
Well...
What?
No, it's really not my place.
Come on, Maya, tell us what you think.
Why not just go and talk to her?
Oh, you're right. I haven't even been up there.
Just sit down with her for an hour.
You're right.
If you want to go now, I can drop you off. I can square it with Aoife too.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you. Take this turn in here.
Right.
It's the DI. Hey, Nish, let me put you on speaker.
Is Maya there too?
Hi.
Hey, Maya. I just wanted to let you both know we've got Daniel Fenchurch in custody. I'm confident the CPS will charge with what we've got. Thank you.
Wow.
I've informed Chris's family. They want to pass on their thanks too.
Thanks, Nish.
I hope we get a chance to work together again.
Me too.
And, Maya, if you fancy a drink sometime after work, let me know.
Great. Can I bring my girlfriend?
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend? Or just girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Oh, great.
Hope we work together again too.
Thanks, Nish. Speak soon. Oh, man. Poor love.
Oh, I saw that coming.
Oh, it should be here on the left. Just pull up here.
Should I come with you, or would you rather I waited here?
No, come. Yeah, come with us. Hello? Are you Sophie?
Yes, can I help?
I'm Jess Carter, Judith's daughter. We've spoken on the phone.
I remember.
I'm here to see my mother. Can I go up to our room?
2 secs. I'm afraid she's not here.
What do you mean?
I was on my break, but according to our records, your mother signed herself out of the home 30 minutes ago.
She did what?
Yes, apparently she's left for the day.
And you let her?
Really, Miss Carter, we're not a prison.
She's got osteoporosis. She needs help.
She's gonna be... She wasn't on her own. My assistant's note said she had a man with her.
What?
That's all the information I have.
What do you mean, a man?
I'm sorry, that's all I know.
You said she had no visitors.
I'm afraid I can't.
Call the police.
Call the what?
Come on. He's got her. My dad's back and he's got her. Call the police, please.
On what grounds?
On the grounds she's been abducted.
Exemplar was written by Ben and Max Ringham, with Dan Rabalato. Jess was played by Gina McKee, Maya by Siobhan Marks, Sophie by Fenella Woolgar, Danny by Decca Walmsley, and Nish Gopal by Asif Khan. Original music was by Ben and Max Ringham, with sound design by Lucinda Mason-Brown and David Chilton. The directors were Polly Thomas and Jade Lewis. It was a reduced listening production for BBC Radio 4.
What do you mean, a man?
I'm sorry, that's all I know.
You said she had no visitors.
I'm afraid I can't give any more.
Call the police.
Call
Come
the
on,
what?
Jess. Well, he's got her. My dad's back and he's got her. Will you call the police, please?
On what grounds?
On the grounds she's been abducted.
Abducted? There's absolutely no...
I'll call her.
Please.
Jess, stop.
Give me that! Security!
Jess!
Security! Please. This sort of behaviour is unacceptable.
Look, I'm dealing with it. This is not helping.
What do you expect me to do? My dad has abducted me, Mum.
You don't know that.
Give us it. Here. Have you called the police?
Please, step away from the
Can you
desk.
call the police?
Sorry, I'm
Come on.
going to have to ask you ladies to leave the premises.
So now you've got security.
This way, please, ladies.
Don't touch me.
We're going, okay?
Back off.
Come on, Jess.
Oh, well, thanks for helping.
I am helping.
Just let her waltz out of there.
Jess, please, look at
You
me.
have absolutely no idea what he's like. You have absolutely no idea what he's capable of.
What is he capable
Oh,
of?
he's nasty, Maya. He's cruel. He's controlling. He could always make my mum do what he wanted.
I'm sure that was true, but...
It's true, all right.
But that was a long time ago. He's what, 70? He's an old man.
I don't care. He's dangerous. My mum is in danger.
So what do you want to do?
Go, just drive. Calling the police.
Oh, don't call the police, Jess.
I'm calling them.
What are you going to say? My mum has checked herself out of her care home. That's not a crime, Jess. They won't do anything. Hang up.
Fine.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to get some proper advice.
Neil Ford?
Neil, it's Jess. I need some help.
What's up?
I think my dad's back and I think he's got my mum.
Are you sure?
She's been seeing old faces and she mentioned Dad to staff and then someone let themselves into our old house with a key and now some man has walked her out of the care home. I know he's back, Neil, and I just don't know what to do.
What does Maya think?
Maya?
Here's my advice. Listen to Maya. Call me if you need me. Keep strong, Jess. Bye.
Bye. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. I do want to help. I promise.
I know.
Right. First of all, call your mum.
Right. Yes.
And then we take it step by step. Figure out where she might have gone.
This is Dr. Judith Carter. Please leave a message after
It's
the tone.
voicemail.
Okay. Thing is, Jess, is it possible she's gone with him willingly? People change. She never remarried. Maybe she thinks of him differently than you do.
The night my dad walked out on us, we were in the back room. It was him, me and my mum. I was 14, and they'd been arguing for months. There'd been this atmosphere in the house, but he used to hit her. Never in front of me, but, you know, I'd see her face and I'd hear things. But that night we were getting on all right. We were watching TV after dinner, and I was sort of snuggled up to him on the settee, and he says to my mum, "I love you, Jude." And she sort of ignores him, and he says, "I said I love you."
I love you.
And she says, "I'm trying to watch TV." And then he says, Tell me you love me. And she says, "Okay, I love you, now just can we watch?" And then he said, "Tell me you love me. You'll never leave me." And
You'll never leave me.
But she ignores him again, and then he gets out this knife, this Swiss Army knife, and he opens it up and he holds the blade to me throat, and I'm sort of laughing until I see my mum's face. And he says to her, "Tell me you love me, you'll never leave me." And then he presses this knife against me throat, and I can feel my heart racing, but I dare not move, and I see something change in my mum. Something about her eyes, something that goes hard in her. But she says, "Of course, I'll never leave you, Fergus. Now, come on, put that knife away." And wait, he does, he puts it away. And my mum says, "It's past your bedtime, young lady, you go on up." And somehow I know that she's going to kick him out right there and then.
And does she?
Mm-hmm, she does. She tells him to sling your hook.
And does he?
He walks out the front door down the street, and I'll never see him again.
Never?
Not until last week. That was him at our old house, I'm sure of it.
Jess? Mm-hmm. Could they be there?
The house?
How far are we?
Make a U-turn. Here. Maya, can you go a bit faster?
It's 30 along here.
I'm sorry, it's just, you know... Left. That's left here.
Good on your mum, though.
Well, yes.
Must have taken courage.
She was kind of... I don't know how to describe it. Exhilarated.
Relieved.
I suppose so. It's the house right there.
Yeah. I'm starting to think you might be right. What if he is in there?
I know.
I feel like we should be calling for backup.
Maybe Aoife could round up a SWAT team of forensic accountants armed to the teeth. Shall we?
Let's go. No car outside.
There's no movement in the upper windows.
No one in the kitchen.
I'll check round the back. You wait here.
All right. Hello? Hello? I don't think there's anyone inside.
There's no signs of life from the back either.
Though the guy next door clearly thinks I'm trying to rob the place. Hello?
It's all right, Mr. Markham. She's with me. Thank you.
Who's he?
Chairman of the Neighbourhood Watch. My mum hates him.
Let's go in.
Why not?
Shall we go? Shh. Sorry.
hold your breath. If you hold your breath, you hear your heart.
Okay.
I can't hear anything.
I'll check the ground floor before we go up.
Okay.
Kitchen's empty.
The basement?
Locked.
What about the back room?
Empty.
Maya? Maya?
I said empty.
Let's go up. That was their room. Nothing.
I'll check the bathroom.
Okay.
Empty.
One more floor.
How long were they here?
8 years together, but my mum's been here ever since.
Has it changed much?
Wait.
What?
Shh. Did you hear that?
I can't hear anything.
I thought I heard something. No, there's nothing. Let's go up. This is the last floor. You check that room. I'll check this one.
Okay. Empty. Empty. Jess? Jess? Jess, you didn't answer.
This used to be my room.
Oh.
I don't know when I was last in here.
Bad memories.
Good and bad.
I'm sorry, Jess.
Anyway, they're not here.
It was always a long shot.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, we might have beaten them to it.
True.
You want to wait?
I don't know what else to do.
Is this your bed?
Yeah.
Is that your old duvet cover?
Yeah, I was very into Han Solo.
Was this where you were that night?
Eventually. At first, when my mum sent me up to my room, I just sat out there, at the top of the stairs, listening.
Always listening?
Always.
And what do you hear?
I hear my mum kick him out.
Straight away? You don't mind me asking,
Not
do you?
right away. There's an argument for a bit, and then it goes all quiet. And then my mum flings open the door and shouts at him, "You get out of this house right now or I'm calling the police." And I hear him step outside and she shouts, "And don't come back." And then slams the door behind.
What did you do?
I came in here.
What must you have been feeling?
You know what, Maya? Relieved. He was a right bastard.
He sounds it.
I don't sleep, of course, just listening to the silence of the house.
It is very quiet up here.
And then my mum puts on a record.
A record?
An old blues thing. I think it's something my dad played. It always makes her happy. I heard it the first night when she called me from Gorton House, and somehow hearing that music floating up the stairs back then, that's how I know everything's going to be all right.
And you never see him again?
Never. Well, he comes back later that night to pick up some things.
And you see him then?
I hear him arrive. The gate at the back has got this squeak. And I'm lying in bed and I hear it and I'm wide awake again, sweating. Terrified that he might be trying to worm his way back in.
And was he?
My mum is not having any of it. I hear her talking and I hear the music's on again. And then a bit later, I don't know how long, the music goes off and I hear the front door open and close. So I go to the window and that's when I see him walking off down the street in his old raincoat with his bag of things.
And that's the last time you saw your dad?
Yes.
How did your mum take it?
She didn't want to talk about it at first, the next morning. But I got it out of her. How he begged her to take him back and he made promises that he'd be a better husband, better father, and she just told him, no. You've had your last chance, sling your hook.
Wow.
I just knew. She means it this time. What?
Nothing.
Go on.
You said he was aggressive, controlling, clever. He dominated her.
Yeah.
Why would he just give up and leave?
Well, he did though, didn't he?
And if he left so easily, why has he returned?
I don't know, Maya, do I?
It's just, Jess, please tell me if I'm speaking out of turn, but it just seems like there are gaps.
Feels pretty bloody complete to me.
Yeah, but...
There's no but about it, Maya. Look, this was the worst night of my life. The whole thing is cut into my brain like grooves cut into a record. I know what I heard and I know what I saw.
Like you've got a sound recording in your head.
Huh.
And one thing you've taught me, Jess, is you need to listen to sounds hard, because you don't always hear what they have to tell you.
For instance?
Take your mum's music.
Yes.
You said you could hear it.
Yeah, it's a happy music.
When I called to you from in that room just now, you couldn't hear me.
Well, it's got that funny dog leg.
And you were like 10 feet away, not on the top floor.
So?
How loud was she playing this music?
I don't know. Quite loud, I suppose.
And you said it's her happy music.
Well, it is.
She was playing it from the care home that first week.
She was, yeah.
You told me she was miserable that first week. Didn't want to be there.
Maybe.
Are you sure that's music she plays when she's happy or when she wants to be happy?
Maybe, but... okay. When your husband of, 15 years walks out on you...
Because she kicked him out to protect her daughter.
Still might struggle to be happy, right?
And you didn't see him leave?
I did the second time.
Did you see his face?
Where are you going with this? He left. I saw him go. I never saw him again.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
It's me, Mum.
Answer it.
Mum?
I'm so sorry.
Mum. Oh. Thank God. Where are you? Are you okay? What has he done to you?
I'm so sorry, Jessica.
You know, you don't have to apologise. Everything's going to be fine. Just tell me where you are.
I can't, darling.
What?
I'm all right, I promise. Just please don't try and find me.
Please.
I'm sorry, Jessica, I just can't.
Mum, Mum, listen, just tell me. Are you with Dad?
Yes.
Mum, just listen to me. Answer me yes or no. Are you in danger?
No.
Yes or no. Is he holding you against your will?
I'm sorry, darling, I can't hear you.
Can he hear what I'm saying?
Jess, why am I hearing that twice?
Mum? Where are you?
Jess, the ice cream van. We heard it outside and on the phone.
They've got to be in the house.
But we checked everywhere. She's not here.
We didn't go into the basement.
The basement's locked.
Was there a key in the lock?
No, but...
We're such idiots. He's locked it from the inside. Come on. Shift, come on, move.
You really think they're down there?
Where else can they be?
You can't hear anything.
Nothing. Wait, call her. Oh, God, yes. She's there.
Stand back from the door. I'll kick it down.
Oh, my God. Mum.
Oh, Jessica.
Where is he? Where's Dad?
He's here.
Where? Where is he?
He's just...
Mum, you don't have to go with him. What are we going to do?
Jessica.
We can get you out of here. He's coming.
Judith?
We need a weapon. What are you doing? Protecting us.
I'm down here.
Judith, what happened to the door?
AJ?
Who are you?
Jess. Jessica.
Jessica?
I didn't tell them, I promise.
Who's he? It's the kid from over the road. Kid? Oh, he used to babysit us.
Are you police?
No. You said you were with Dad.
You told her?
Where is he?
He's... Look,
You can tell us. You're safe now.
He's there. He's right there.
Where you're standing.
What? I'm sorry.
What happened?
Oh, Jess, please.
You have to tell her.
Tell me what?
The night your dad left.
Yeah, when you told him to go.
Yes, well, I tried to, darling.
What?
But he said he'd kill me before he'd agree to a divorce. And he was laughing and pressing me against the wall, and I sort of kicked him. And he fell right down those stairs. And I honestly... Jess, I honestly thought he was dead.
But I heard you told him to go.
I know, you were always listening. So I went to the door and I opened it and I said, "You get out of this house right now or I'm calling the police." And I stamped a bit and I walked out of the door and I shouted back into the house, "And don't come back." And I slammed the door behind me.
Behind you? Where did you go?
I was just going to go across the road. You remember the Sarkas? I thought they would know what to do.
But they were out. I was on my own.
AJ was 19. I didn't want to get him into trouble, but what could I do?
What did you do?
I explained there'd been an accident and I needed some help. And he was very kind. I told him to come round the back and that no one would see him.
So I did. I went round the back. And your mother let me in. And I went downstairs and there he was. I was just feeling for a pulse when he sprang at me.
Oh, Jessica, it was horrible.
He had some kind of penknife in his hand and he was slashing at me and I was just trying to keep him away when I must have kicked his arm and the knife went into his chest here.
Yeah. And I could have called an ambulance. And they'd have patched him up and brought him back. Back into this house. And I couldn't do that.
So we watched. We watched him bleed to death.
We let him die, AJ, that's all.
We dug your father a grave.
I went upstairs and I put some music on.
You buried my father?
Where you're standing.
And when he was done, I filled your father's suitcase with some of his clothes. And I gave AJ his old raincoat. And he went off to dump the bag.
I saw AJ.
I hoped you would.
Oh. So, you staged all this for me. You created a fake story for your listening daughter.
What would you have done?
So that's why I didn't see you again after that night?
No. I never wanted to set foot in this house. I moved away. Then years later my father got Alzheimer's and I came back to look after him. It was sad watching him, but I got a taste for care work. 2 years ago I joined an agency that supplied cover staff to places like
Golden House?
Yes.
Which is how we met again.
Old faces.
It was AJ who saw the danger of selling the house.
You don't want a developer digging this up.
He made me phone you and call it off.
That's enough. I'm coming now. She gave me a key to see if I could move the body, but you interrupted me.
That was you.
And anyway, they moved everything around so I couldn't figure out where the body was.
So he needed me here.
You're going to tell the police?
It was an accident.
It was. It really was. I promise you.
I'm still taking this in. All this time, and I was so scared he'd come back.
I know, Jess. And I'm sorry.
Of course I won't tell them now.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
The real question is, what is Maya going to do?
Oh, of course. Maya.
I don't want any part of this.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought you here.
I'm going.
Where are you going?
Home.
Will you tell anyone?
I don't know.
I understand. You do what you have to do.
This is wet soil. You can smell it. The bones will be brittle. Yeah, you can smash them up easily. Scatter them. The skull, you'll want to bury somewhere deep.
Do you need to get that?
No.
Hi, this is Jess. Please leave a message.
Jess, it's Neil. I hope everything's sorted out with your mum. Look, Ellie wondered if you were free for takeaway at ours Tuesday week. Maybe the brilliant Maya too. And Jess, don't go looking for your dad. Don't go looking if you don't want to find something. Problem with you, Jess, you want to find everything, good and bad. You're an amazing, talented, absolute pain in the arse, Jess Carter. Let me know about Tuesday week. Bye, love.
Exemplar was written by Dan Rabalato with Ben and Max Ringham. Jess was played by Gina McKee, Maya by Siobhan Marks, Sophie by Fenella Woolgar, Judith by Barbara Martin, and AJ by Asif Khan. Original music was by Ben and Max Ringham, with sound design by Lucinda Mason-Brown and David Chilton. The directors were Polly Thomas and Jade Lewis. It was a reduced listening production for BBC Radio 4.